you stir this to keep it from burning, honey? This'll distract her. She'll never know that we're making dog treats as a surprise today. Dog treats and power tools. This is my kind of project. So today we're going to be making some dog treats for Honey, and I think that she knows something is up because she's been running up and down the hallway as fast as she can, and she's very excited. You'll hear her kind of clicking around in here. She's pretty excited. I've set out my things here. One thing that I wanted to show you, which I find to be very interesting, is that this is a regular egg from the store, and this is an egg from the farm where the chickens live in a happy little place and walk around a whole lot and are very well cared for. So I really wanted you to see that. But these are the ingredients for our dog treats. I have some bacon, approximately 3 pieces of bacon that I fried up really hard. I took the fatty part off and I crumbled it all up, and I'm a big fan of scissors, so I actually used the scissors to kind of cut it up a little bit more. I have some...
Lindsay fed it to me.
That's right, Jerry got an extra one. I have some beef bouillon on here. Actually, Honey really loves ramen noodles, so I just took apart one of the things because that's what I had. And so I used a teaspoon of ramen noodles and half a teaspoon of water to dissolve it. And we have half a cup of our cheese here, and I have a cup of flour, and I have a cup of oats. So I'm going to be grinding these all up, and I'll see you in a minute. Alrighty, so this is what we're going to do. We have extra of this, and so we're going to be adding a little bit at a time of some of our meals here. I'm going to start with this and set that aside. So this is the one that's going to be extra. We're going to add half a cup of this, and then we're going to slowly add more depending on how much we need, basically. So here goes. Hopefully I won't get it everywhere. My dish was a little bit small. That's all right though.
It's okay. I'm the one that has to wipe it off. Actually, that's not always true.
No, do you promise you're going to help me clean up after this?
I should have just kept my mouth shut.
Alright, we got our cheese here. Yeah, bacon. The dog has been trying to climb up my leg to get up to these, by the way. Here's my bouillon. Alright, 2 eggs. This is exactly what we need. Alright, stir it up. So I have mixed this all up, and I've a little bit kind of kneaded it some so that it will just be ready to go. Now I'm going to be rolling this out, and one thing that I find to be helpful is to have some kind of little wooden sticks of some kind that I can just roll over. So I'm going to do that. These are a little bit thicker than what I want it to be, so I'm going to start with it on here, and then I'm going to move these away and roll it a little thinner. But they're going to help me. So here goes. I have to confess that I did taste a little bit of this, and it was pretty good. So if things start sticking, I'm just going to use more flour. That won't hurt my feelings one bit. But you can see how having something to roll it on makes it a little easier. This is my extra flour that I had measured out just in case, but I actually ended up not having to use very much of it on my dog treats, so that's really good. See, that was so easy using these. So now I'm just going to make it a little thinner. It's supposed to go to 1/4 of an inch, so we're just going to make it a little bit thinner. But you may actually have some kind of little dowels or sticks or shish kebabs at home that are a little bit thinner than what I have. I'm just kind of using what I have. Alrighty, looking good here. Whenever you roll, the middle tends to be a little bit thicker just by nature of where it is. So keep in mind those kind of things when you're rolling. So now I can cut out my little dog biscuits. If things start sticking, you can always put more flour. You don't have to do dog shape. You don't have to do bone shaped ones either. You could do all different shapes, whatever shapes you want, or hearts, or anything. If it's Christmas time, you could do Christmas themed ones. Makes a great present. So I actually also have my heart shaped one, so I'm gonna try to get it in the middle. It's a little bit tricky to get it in the middle. I'll just do the best I can. As you can see, these are kind of like a artisan look to them. They're not like the standard smooth dog bones that you might see somewhere. So the artisan look is in right now. So now I'm gonna get ready to put these on a pan. Kind of clean them up a little bit here. So I have lined my pan with some tin foil. If you have parchment paper, that works really good too. About my pans, my stove is very, very hot. So I tend to have to do a little extra to keep things from sticking and burning and stuff. So I have put both of these pans in the freezer to make them cold. And what I'm gonna do when I cook this is I'm gonna put this one a little bit above the other one, and basically it will trap some air underneath it that is cold, and it will help to keep this from burning. Maybe your stove doesn't do that, but mine does. So it's just a little trick that helps to keep the bottom from burning. So we have taken them out of the oven and they seem to be doing good. So I am going to move them over to here. You do have some options at this point. You could actually turn the oven off and just kind of like open it a little bit and just let them sit in there all night long to dry. Or you could just go ahead and transfer them onto your cooling rack, lifting up this. By the way, usually I do use parchment paper. It just happens I didn't have it this time, so I used my tin foil. I use what I have. I'm that kind of baker. But anyway, you can lift this thing up and transfer it over to your cooling rack and make sure that you cool it completely before giving it to your little pup. And you can put it in an airtight container and store it. That is our dog bones. I hope that you enjoy trying it. Ding ding! Snack time! Let's see how it turned out, honey.